Okay, I think that we are ready to go and ready to start the presentation. So once again, welcome on today's introduction of the OptimiDoc Cloud 2024-05. It's an upcoming release, a new version, which is mainly focused on the improvement of the printing part. And today's session, we will go through all of these features, hopefully. What I would like to mention, first of all, is that within the last 12 months, we collected your feedback on the OptimiPrint or OptimiDoc Cloud printing part. And yeah, we go through this feedback, we implement a couple of features. The feedback and the questions was quite similar for across the different region, different partners. How we can easily move the printers from the local print servers to the cloud. We need a specific drivers. How we can manage the deployment of the printers to the workstations. Do you have a mobile application? How we can read documents in the secured queue on the local or the small network devices, and so on and so on. And what we see is that that was quite often asked, and we said, okay, let's put it together. Let's create a new version, and hopefully we have the answers for you in the new version, the upcoming version. So let me start with the presentation. With the new release and with these significant updates and changes of the OptimiDoc Cloud printing part, we have a different approach than ever before. Before, there was always the discussion with the customer about the card authentication, about the extension of the functionalities for the multifunction devices. But what you could see today is the first time ever that I'm doing the presentation of our product without any multifunction device. I have here a small A4 network printer because this is the main focus of the new release. And this is coming with the new OptimiDoc Cloud, and we are providing a new approach to you, to your customers, how you can propose the OptimiDoc Cloud. We are unlocking the cloud printing in the 3 simple steps. In the first step, we are coming with the removal of the local print servers. Every customer right now, nearly every customer has some server where they are maintaining the printers, where they are maintaining the drivers, and trying to manage it across the organizations. Even more location has a more print servers and makes it a little bit messy for the administrators to know which printer is shared to which departments, which users, which driver is used at this device, and so on. With the new version, we are coming with the functionality which helps you or helps your customer to remove the local print servers. First of all, it's the migration, the first step whenever you meet or face in front of the customer. The customer has a local print servers, and they are asking how easily we can migrate the printers from the local print servers to the cloud. And we find a way and find a tool which could help you and which could help the customer. We call it a printer migration tool. Generally, it's a small application which you can install or run on the local print servers. This migration tool automatically checks all the printers installed on the local print servers and let you upload or migrate all the devices, including the drivers, including the print settings, to the cloud. So within a couple of minutes, you can migrate 70, 50 devices to the cloud, and you can easily turn off the print server because you can manage all the devices from one single web page. Once the migration is complete, we are getting to the situation that through the OptimiDoc Cloud portal, you have a list of the devices. You can organize the devices in a different sites, different, we can say, organization structures. You can define also, for example, the name. You can define additionally the access rights to the particular device. What does it mean? Imagine that you have a printer in the accounting department. You can easily specify that the printer shall be installed only for the users from the accounting department. Even more, you can create a custom print settings. So imagine that the printer shall by default print the document duplex and the black and white. And that's are the things which you can right now implement, because next to the migration tool, we are also adding a custom driver repository. So every customer, every partner can have set of own drivers which is going to use. Every single driver can even have more print settings. So imagine that you have a print settings without any restrictions, but you can have also the print settings where it's predefined a final layout of the document, like a duplex, like a color of the document, or stamping or whatever. All of these features are right now available. Thanks to the integration to the Microsoft 365 and the Google Workspace, we can migrate also the groups from these office suites. So generally, you can also manage the access rights upon the groups created inside the Microsoft 365 or Google Workspace. So that's a first step. You can move the printers to the cloud, and how you can deploy it, how you can manage the deployment to the user workstations. Generally, there is the well-known already the OptimiDoc Cloud client, which is used for the printer and driver distribution. Generally, after the user entered the email, he obtained the verification code. And after he entered the verification code, the migration or the creation of the printer and the drivers and the print settings automatically starts. The client recognizes the user, gets the personalized list of the printers, gets the personalized list of the drivers, and creates the printers inside the workstation. What is important is that, of course, we are supporting Microsoft Windows, but also the Mac OS. And even more, we add the new functionality for the central management. So administrator of the company can manage to which clients are going to be updated and which drivers, for example, are going to be updated in a particular department. So imagine that the administrator want to test, first of all, the driver. He don't need to deploy it to the old workstation. He will just select his own workstation, test the deployment of the driver, print settings, and after that, he can spread it across the whole organization. Still, the OptimiDoc Cloud client provides the failover support, so it automatically recognizes that the printer is not available and notify the user about the information that the printer cannot be released, and if the document shall be sent to another printer or to the, for example, secured pool print queue, or just cancelled directly on the panel. So generally, that's the printer distribution and the management of the drivers. And I created three separated blocks. In each block, I will have a live demonstration. So let's start with the live demonstration. As I mentioned in the first step, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to migrate the printers from the print server. Imagine that this is a very simple Microsoft Windows server operating system, and we have created HP A4 and Lexmark A4 device. And how I can easily migrate it, let me show you. Through the tool, I can select the data center. I enter my email address. I'm going to use my demonstration account and company. Let me move my screen, and I just click on the load printers. At that phase, the migration tool starts the communication with the data center, gets the information about the printers, and let you know if the printer is available or if the driver is already available in the DB of the drivers. And if not, you can just upload the driver. Oh, that wasn't clever thing, but I just click on this. So you can just upload the driver, or you can select the printers which you want to migrate. So it takes some time because every driver has a different size. Driver upload successful. And as you can see, we have created a driver, we uploaded a driver, and right now I can easily store the settings of the printer. But right now what I'm going to do is that I select both printers and say, I want to upload these printers to my account. Right now, the migration tool takes the drivers, takes the print settings, takes the IP address of the device, and also check the serial number and name or the model of the device. And these informations are automatically transferred to the cloud. So printers created successfully. Okay, I need to move the panel somewhere. Good. And when I open the OptimiDoc dashboard and go to the devices, in the list of the devices, next to the already created multifunctions devices, which we already know from the previous releases, in the unassigned section, we have a Lexmark and the HP, and we can assign it to the particular location. What can do else? I can open the printer and see I can write the location. So for example, R&D. I have an already predefined driver and the printer settings. And I can also define to which groups the printer is going to be uploaded and synchronized. As you can see, I can save it. I don't need to immediately distribute the printer to all the workstation. The same thing I'm going to do right here. As you can see, there is a driver already uploaded, and there is also print setting of the device. Here you can see that we, through the SNMP communication, get the model, and we obtain also the serial number. The difference right now is that I'm going to save it and set, I want to update all clients, so all workstation. And let me show you what's going on right now. I have installed or pre-installed the client, so I'm going to sign in. After I click on the login, the client communicates to the data center, and the data center sends to my email address verification code. It's right here. 251 387. Oh, what's up? Okay, 251 387. And right now I have started the migration process. So right now the client gets the personalized list of the printers which I have installed, or which shall be installed. As you can see, it's not limited just to the network devices, but I can have also a direct printing to the multifunction devices. Of course, it takes time because right now the client downloads the driver, installs the driver on the workstation, and after then creates the device. So that's available, that's coming. In the meantime, I would like to share with you the information about the changes inside the desktop clients management. As you can see, I have here the information about each client, when was the last active time, when the last synchronization has been done. And even more, I can mark particular client to be updated. So I will completely switch the management of the drivers. The administrator can, first of all, create the drivers, create the devices, manage the devices, and after then, at the end, distribute the drivers or the printers within the one step. One more thing, we can use the print migration tool, but of course, we can also add a printer manually right here. Let me check the installation of the drivers. It takes a time. Lucas, do we have some questions?
We have one interesting question I was not able to answer. So, is the process for installing drivers bypassing admin authentication if the user doesn't have the rights?
Yes, exactly. That's right. The client automatically deploys the driver, and the user does not need to have administrator rights.
Sounds good. Thank you for the answer. All of the other questions are answered publicly in the chat. So feel free to ask more if you have some. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe in the meantime, the client could be automatically deployed by the Microsoft Intune or any other deployment tools. Takes the time. Sorry for this, but hopefully it will be much faster right now. Okay, there's a question. Lucas is typing the answer. I can answer live. Which brands OptimiDoc Cloud fully supported? When we are talking about the network devices, there's no limitation. When we are talking about the integration to the multifunction devices, we are supporting Xerox, HP, Kyocera, Sharp, Epson, and hopefully I didn't forget to any brand. Yeah, so as you can see, we have installed the Kyocera, we have installed the HP, we have installed the Epson, and right now we are installing the Lexmark printer. Good. Um, yeah. Uh, Let me finish the cloud client installation. As you can see, the process is nearly the same also for the Mac operating system. The client also downloads the drivers for the Mac and install it on the particular workstation. And I hope that we are going to be at the end with the installation. Let me open the printers and scanners. Here we can see that new devices are available. And this is the way how we can manage and distribute the printers across the organization. Yeah, I get the message that the synchronization has been completed. So once I open the device, I can click on the printer test page and the printer works automatically. So that's the deployment of the printers from the cloud. That's the management of the printers from the cloud. And let's move to the next part of the presentation. The next step in the cloud printing is the bringing the cloud printing or cloud pool printing available to any device. To bring the possibility to users that they can print anytime, anywhere, with just pure internet connection. How does it work? It works nearly the same, but the OptimiDoc Cloud allows you to create a print connector called virtual spooler. What does it mean? The users, when they are printing to the virtual spooler, they are using the normal printer available in the list of the printers. But once they release the document, the client automatically realizes that this is the cloud pool print, takes the document and store it to the cloud storage. What is important is that the cloud storage could be the OptimiDoc data center, but we can also utilize a cloud storages of the customers. So generally we can say OneDrive, Dropbox, SharePoint, all of these storages could be utilized as a spooler of the document. And even more, every user can utilize own personal OneDrive or the Google Drive as a storage. So once I'm printing the document is stored in my personal OneDrive. Once I decide to release the document, we have a new application. Through the new mobile application, you can select the document and you can release the and select the printer where you want to release the document. Once you do this request, the OptimiDoc Cloud Data Center starts the communication to the OptimiDoc Cloud node. This is the only thing needed at the customer environment because this service provides the bidirectional communication with the OptimiDoc Cloud Data Center and receives the requests for the prints on any network printer or network device. The cloud node could be a small Windows service, but this could be also a small appliance which you can place at the customer side. And that's all. It will automatically connect to the OptimiDoc Cloud Data Center and waits for the request for the releasing of the document. Once you request the document on the mobile application, the cloud node downloads the document from the cloud storage and release it on the printer. What is important, as you can see, the document goes completely out of the OptimiDoc Cloud Data Center when the customer cloud storages are used. The cloud node is for the single cloud node can manage one location. We are supporting the multi-location, so multiple cloud nodes could be connected at one customer account. And together with the functionalities, we are able to provide forcing black and white, duplex, definition of amount of the copies, and so on and so on. So that's a cloud printing. And again, let me, one more thing. This is the way how the mobile application looks like. So we took the user experience from the multifunction devices and put it to the mobile application. It's going to be available for the iOS and Android. It provides the possibility of the pull printing to any network device. You can select the printer by the QR code or by the device list. And also, additionally, we are providing the print connectors like a OneDrive, Google Drive, whatever, so you can browse your personal documents through the mobile application and release it directly on the device. So let me show you again the live demonstration. In this case, I was a little bit more brave and I have created a clean node. So this clean device. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to show you how easy is the implementation. We are providing the predefined image. So once you upload the device, there is already running the application. You select the data center, go to the dashboard. There is the identification code of the customer. Put the OCN name, username, admin, and here is the identification code. That's all I need to connect the cloud node to my account. Come on. Yeah. What I need to do is go to the devices. There is automatically registered the client or the OCN, sorry. I can select the site and I can enable it. Save. Going here. Try status. And here we can see that it's up and running. I can refresh also the page right here. It's connected. Even more, what I can do is that the complete configuration is done from the portal. Yeah. So right now I'm going to close it. And what the next step and the last step is that I want to create the secured pull print queue. This is a new connector. The destination type is the virtual spooler. It's user specific. We can have also the shared spooler for the sales department, accounting, whatever. I have the possibility to select where I want to store the documents. And I want to create a printer on my workstation. I want to make it as a default. And I can select any type of the driver. So right now I'm going to use the same as I had before. Save it and request the update of the client. Right now, I do it manually, but the client could start a synchronization automatically. The client automatically creates for me a new printer called Pull Print. And once I have this printer created, I can use it in any other application as a native printing and sends the document directly to the cloud. Come on. Let me check the... Yeah, Pull Print was installed. There is a checker that all the devices are available. And right now when I go here, I have available a Pull Print printer. I'm going to release the document. I can check it even on the web page that there's the authorized app document. And what I'm going to share with you right now is the new mobile application. Once I install the application on my mobile, I need to select the data center location, write my email, system again starts the communication with the data center. The data center sends me the email. I have it here. And go directly here. And I have authorized application. Of course, you know already available capture part, but as you can see, there's a new device authentication and the printing. Let me go to the printing. Here I have a document which I have sent through the standard printing functionality of the operating system. I can select the document. I can define the finishing options. And I can release it on the selected device. What I can do is that I can use the standard list of the devices. Right now it's coming. But even more, I can go and let me open it right here. So I have here a next document. But what I can do is that I can place the QR code on the devices. The QR code is available right here. Let me play a little bit more with the windows, and there's a show QR code. So that's the QR code I need to release the document. And as you can see next to the pull printing, I have already created the print connector to my personal OneDrive. So I can go, I can select the demo scan print document, I can select the document, and here I want to say I want to use the QR code. Once I select the QR code, the print again started. So through this functionality and through this mobile application, I can release the document in any network printer. As you can see, there is already a mess. But this is the way how I can utilize the mobile application to be able to release the document on any network device available inside the network. So that's the demonstration of the printing functionality through the mobile and printing on the network devices. Lucas, do we have any questions regarding this part?
So there have actually been like 30 questions in the background. I can't stop typing. One of the questions is there any way to configure USB connected devices via Cloud Node? Maybe using an agent client or the workstation?
Honestly, not for now. Not for now. Yeah. The version we are releasing right now expect that the device is going to be a network connected device.
Sounds good. Thank you. Another question is, are all finishing options supported on Mac environments too, like hole punches, staples, booklets, etc.?
That's important to say is that we are using a native drivers of the manufacturers. So once the driver supports the stamping, all other finishing options, we are supporting this also because we are using a native print drivers, not just some universal one.
Thank you. I believe that is it for now. Anyway, if you guys have any further questions, please use the Q&A or the chat. I'm going back to work.
Good. Thank you so much, Lucas. Yeah, so that was the next part, of course. The last part is the already available functionality on the multifunction devices. And I'm quite sure that we are providing a really nice functionality to these devices, which has a capability to make the integration and install the application directly to the device. We are providing the integration, which is completely serverless. So to make running the embedded application on the multifunction device, it doesn't matter if it's the Sharp, if it's a HP, Xerox, Kyocera, Epson, new brand which is coming with this release. We are supporting the complete serverless functionality. So what you need to do to make it running is just the device and the internet connection. And with these two things, you can make a device authentication. We are supporting the card, PIN. Mobile application can be used for the authentication. We have also the user list available, or additionally, we can realize the single sign-on with some authentication apps. So if the customer is already using some authentication application, we can just connect, take the information about the user, and present the personal list of the scanning workflows or the print connectors. With the printing, we are supporting the printing or the pull printing from the cloud, as was presented on the mobile application. We are also supporting the finishing options, and there's a good point. If the device has a finisher, we automatically check the equipment of the device and present all available features. We are also supporting the printing from the cloud storages as on the mobile device. And what I would like to mention is that the complete functionality, not just of the multifunction device, but including the OptimiDoc Cloud node or the mobile application, is fully encrypted by the TLS. What's important? All operations realized on the multifunction devices are accounted. Sorry, that's another screenshot. But all informations are accounted. We have available a reporting part inside the OptimiDoc Cloud, through which you can create the complete overview about the print, copy and scan functionalities. We have the filtering options. We have the export options available. And what is important is that you can assign to the different devices a different price list. All the information could be exported to the Excel or the CSV. And one note, network printer accounting is in a progress. So with this release, we are not providing the accounting of the print chips on these network devices, but this is coming, be sure. So let me do the live demonstration of the integration. So let me go back. I have great devices right here, Kyocera, Sharp, and Ricoh. So let me start with the Kyocera. Here you can see that this device is locked, and I can present you the authentication by the mobile application. Come on. Here it is. So once I go to the devices, I have a new tab available, and this is the device authentication. When I click on the Kyocera, I need to confirm the authentication. And hopefully, if everything goes right, I'm authenticated on the device without any entering PIN, without any swiping of the card, and still I can use the full functionality. So as you can see, once I open the interface, I have a very similar user experience across the mobile application, across the multifunction device. So even more, I can go to the demo the same way I have done with the mobile application. I have the finishing options here available and release the document. What's also really important for us is that we are delivering the same user experience. I think, Lucas, that we need to confirm the access to the Sharp device.
We're on our way.
Good. As you can see, we have a same user experience across the different brands. So once I'm logged in on the Sharp device, I have a same user experience as on Kyocera, as on the Xerox, as on the HP, any other brand, which is going to be available. Let me hide the mobile application. And yeah, that's pretty much from the live demonstration of the integration. I think that this is already well-known functionality. What I would like to mention definitely is that we have still available a scanning part. The capture part is really powerful. You have one solution, not just for the printing, but also for the scanning. And not just the scanning on the multifunction device, but you can scan also the document with your mobile application. And the user experience is nearly the same as, for example, with the multifunction device. So let me show you the example of the scanning to OneDrive. Come on. I have available the document. I can go browse the folders and submit the document to the final destination. Even more, I can go to demo scan documents and create a new folder. Create a directory, select it, and upload the document to the final location. And I have the same experience also with the multifunction device. Come on. Let me open the scanning part. I have a same list of the scanning workflows. I can go to scan to OneDrive. And also here I have the browsing of the folders. And there is already created a demonstration folder from the mobile, and I can scan the document to the final destination. We are providing with the mobile with the scanning advanced functionalities like OCR, conversion to the editable formats, advanced processing, sorry, there's a mistake, advanced processing like a barcode recognition, removal of the blank pages, automatic rotation of the documents or the detection of the orientation of the pages. All of this stuff is together available with the printing. So we can deliver a really complex or complete solution for the customer, including the scanning and the printing part. So yeah, that's a great overview about the scanning. And yeah, I think that the most important question is the schedule when we are going to release the functionality. Today, April 30, we have the introduction webinar. Today, the main point was to really introduce what's coming and what you can expect. In May 9th, we are starting the beta version. So the partners which are interested in the testing, please contact us, contact your account manager, and we can create for you the testing account. You can test the functionality. We are also introduce a technical webinar, highlights of the new features, so explanation, what are the changes to understand how to configure the product. But in the 21st and 22nd of May, we are launching the product training session and the technical training session. So there you are getting all the information, a really deep 2 hours trainings to get you better understanding what's inside the product. And the last day in May, in 10 p.m., we are going to officially upload a new version to the OptimiDoc Cloud data centers. So that's the schedule. That's what you can count. So from the next week, you can test it by yourself, including the Epson integration, including the mobile applications. All of this stuff is going to be available for you. Yeah, so question and answers. We have created also a small survey. I need to find the mouse. So please be so kind and help us with the small pool. If you are interested, or if you be so kind, please share your feedback. Anyway, Lucas, do we have any other questions regarding the new release?
Well, we have a couple of questions. One of the questions I wasn't able to answer is whether we can work with Xerox production machine like 280 or PrimeLink.
Yeah, it shall be available, and we can deliver this functionality.
Another question is, in case of internet connection not available, can user logged in via cache login?
Good question. No, because this is a fully cloud-based solution. But generally, from our experience, is that the companies or the outage of the internet connection is very, very low. So it's a rare situation. But still, the OptimiDoc client provides the fallback functionality. So once you are out of the internet connection, the client automatically recognizes that the document cannot be spooled in the cloud and notify you that, dear user, the cloud spool is not available. Do you want to print the document directly on some selected device?
Sounds good, thank you. There's another question on mobile printing, especially for guest users.
Yeah, guest user is not available in this release, but we are already preparing this functionality in one of the next release, where will be a possibility to share some web page for the guests to be able to upload the document and release it on the selected devices.
Good. Another question is if there's any documentation to integrate OptimiDoc Cloud with other systems.
If the question is regarding the Microsoft 365, Google Workspace, or for example, the integration with the SharePoint, we have the documentation ready.
Sounds good. Another question is, does the cloud really support quota control?
No, we don't have a quota available inside the OptimiDoc Cloud.
Sounds good. There's a question on trial licenses and NFR. So if you could explain how they get in touch and request for a trial.
Yeah, we have ready the partner portal. Once you register to the partner portal and we enable your account, there is a possibility to request a trial. We have the first 30 days trial license. Of course, for the partners, we are providing free of charge the NFR version for the demonstration purposes and also for the internal use. So you can implement the product inside your organization to get a better understanding how the product works and what are the benefits.
Thank you. By the way, I have texted an email address into the chat. So it's info@optimidoc.com. So if you have more questions or you'd like to get in touch with us personally and you don't have a contact for any other sales rep, please send us a message via info@ OptimiDoc.com.
Good. Anyway, after the session, we are going to create the summary email, including the recording of the webinar, and of course the links for the registration to the trainings and all of this stuff. So that's going to be available after the session. I think that within today or tomorrow, latest tomorrow, we are going to share it with you. So if there are no other questions, thank you so much. Hopefully you have seen this product and it's interesting for you and your customers. As Lucas mentioned, feel free to contact us, info@optimidoc.com, or contact any your dedicated account manager, and they would be more than happy to share you the latest information and latest updates. Once again, thank you so much. And yeah, see you soon.